Today, I have a very special pineapple. This pineapple looks like the pineapple that SpongeBob lives in, yes, but it's also grown in Portugal. Specifically, it is grown in the Azores, which are a series of islands that are Portuguese territory. I actually wanted to go to the Azores firsthand and see this, but I wasn't able to on this trip due to some weather issues. So I did the next best thing and I bought one here in Lisbon at a market. So if you go to a market in Lisbon, you can see some of the fruit that is grown in the island territories of Portugal. So the Azores is known for its pineapples. There's also Madeira, which is known for its bananas, which is something I've talked about in the past. So some pretty tropical fruit grows in Portugal, but it's not usually on the mainland. It is on some of these island territories. And how this grows is pretty interesting because of the weather there. They have to do some interesting things. I don't know everything about it. Like I said, I wanted to see it firsthand and I didn't. From what I hear though, for several months of the year, they burn, I think, banana leaves to smoke out the plants, and for whatever reason, that helps these grow. Besides looking really cool like it does, it also feels kind of interesting because you can't tell at home, but I could tell this is heavy. This is heavier than your standard pineapple, which makes me think that this is going to be really, really juicy. This is probably like, I wouldn't say like double the weight of a pineapple, but like another 25% extra weight for its size. Something like that. It's like remarkably heavy for how small it is. Take a moment just to appreciate the coloring on this. It's like a starburst. It's like yellow on one side and then it gets darker as it goes up to the top, where it turns like a dark orange, like little bits of red in there. Really, really cool looking. The coloring on it is kind of white looking. It's not like a super dark color. I know the lighting in here is not great, but gotta do what you gotta do. So now typically you would want to cut the sides of the pineapple. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna cut it straight down the middle because one thing about this, see that? There's like no core to it. The core to it is very, very small. So I'm just going to cut it into wedges. I apologize for the weird lighting, guys. There's a light bulb in a weird place and I can't really fix it all that well. I hope this is a little bit better. But I just cut a little wedge of it. Let's give it a shot. It's finally happened. I've reviewed a pineapple on this channel that's actually good. I've had some bad luck with pineapples. I had a baby pineapple that tasted like pine cones. I had a Queen Victoria pineapple that was like really like rare and expensive. Didn't like it. I had a bunch of pineapples in Jamaica and Ethiopia that didn't taste like they were ripened. I did have a pink pineapple. That one was okay. This though is a really, really good pineapple. The flavor on this is super strong and it's a tart pineapple. It's got a nice tartness to it, which I like. I don't like pineapples that are just like pure sugar. This one has a nice bite to it. It's also juicy. When I took a bite out of that, it just shot juice down at my lap. So, covered with juice, but worth it because that is a really, really good flavor. Sweetness on this is very high. It's like an 8. Very, very sweet. The tartness on it, also quite high. I'd give it like a 7. It's more than an orange. Not like a lemon. It's not intolerable. It's like a nice, powerful flavor with a nice tart kick. And the flavor of it, it's like concentrated pineapple juice really, really strong pineapple flavor with maybe a touch of a citrusy note, like a little bit of a lemony sort of flavor, and a little bit of a coconutty kind of flavor. There's no bitterness to it at all. There's no piney taste like sometimes pineapples will have. I dare say this is the best pineapple that I've had. I'm kind of upset that I wasn't able to see it growing. My travel plans did not work exactly how I was hoping, but at least I still get a chance to taste it. And hopefully in the future, I'll be able to go and see it firsthand. So yeah, the Azorean pineapple is excellent. If you ever go to Portugal or happen to go somewhere where this is available, pick it up. It was very expensive. I did see some for sale that were €6, which is like around $6 US. But they didn't look as good. This one looked really good to me. It looked nice and bright and fresh, and it cost me $15. So very expensive for a rather small pineapple, but the flavor of it is worth every penny. So I think that's about it. This is something that I find kind of interesting, that a lot of countries in Europe have land that is out in the ocean, on islands, that can grow some pretty interesting things. So this is a Portuguese pineapple, and it is an excellent pineapple. So hope you enjoyed this, guys. I will see you next time. I would like to give a big shout out to Smarter Every Day, Loftyrex, and JMac. They are mega patrons over on patreon.com. Patreon, I'm sure you've heard about it, but basically it is how I can afford to go on all the adventures that I go on this channel, and how I buy all the fruit that I buy. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, check out the link in the description below. Another way to help out is by going to my website. My website has all my videos organized into categories, which is pretty cool, and I also have t-shirts for sale over there. So check it out, and I will see you all next time.